Let's start by saying the title is Normalize No X. Of course, I'm going to have to use like some of the words, not full words. So when I say X, I'm talking about you know what. Anywho, normalizing no X for both men and women. And I'm going to highlight why that is a good thing. And I'm also going to talk about why X is actually not as good as everybody might think it is. Also, remember, you won't die from not having sex. It's just not going to happen. It's not a need, it's a want, a desire, an urge, but it's not a need. So keep that in mind. Anywho, let me just start with what the script has spit out. People act like choosing no sex is impossible or unhealthy or weird or anti-human or whatever. But the reality is millions of people throughout history have lived celibate, abstinent, disciplined, focused, intellectual, creative, productive, peaceful lives because they chose to not have sex. And guess what? Humanity still continued, and yes, babies were still born. Civilization still moved forward. The planet did not explode, implode, plode, because some people decided to stop centering their entire existence around lust. For decades, centuries, millennia, society has been programmed to believe that constant actual activity or any actual activity, the thought of it, the performance of it, the want of it or whatever, the search for it, the all of those, the chase, all of those things of it, this is what the false narrative has said about actual activity. It is not valuable. It is not, desirable for everybody equally. It's not about status. That's not what defines you as a good adult human. It does not bring happiness. It does not bring success. It doesn't. Um, but think about why that system thought was built. Well, who benefited from letting everybody believe that sex was this great, amazing thing when really it's just like something that was corrupted, exploited, twisted, and perverted into the use and abuse of women's bodies. So, no, it's not a good thing. Okay? We're going to get down to the core of these things. We're going to talk about it because if you're not talking about it, I am. Who commercialized it? Who benefited from it? Who turned intimacy into manipulation, power, addiction, exploitation, control, advertising, trafficking, coercion, humiliation, conquest, and performance? Who turned sex into those things? Men, patriarchy, misogyny, whatever you want to call it, testosterone, whatever. The answer is uncomfortable. A huge part of that corruption came from patriarchal systems and misogyny that distorted human connection into domination and consumption. Women especially were taught, for example, your value is your body. No, your value is your mind. Your value is your emotions. Learning how to regulate them is a whole nother thing as well, but your value is your intellect. Your worth is desirability. That's false too. Your worth is your intellect, your self-awareness, your self-contentment, your self-joy that you can bring to yourself without needing any external things. You don't need money to be happy. You don't need money to be worthy. You don't need sex to be happy. You don't need sex to be worthy. Women especially we're taught that your survival depends on male approval. That's not true. Doesn't matter what men think. Men do not even, I talked about it the other day, men don't think you're pretty because they think you're pretty. They say that to be able to control you, to see if they can control you. Are you a target? You're target practice to them. Women especially were taught aging lowers your market value, which, as we know, is untrue. The older women get, or the more age a woman has, the more intellect and wisdom she accrues, which is exactly what men hate. They don't want women to be smart. They don't want women to have wisdom. They don't want women to read. They don't want women to have education. They don't want women to have opinions. They don't want women to speak. Okay, so no. That's why they like the younger 18-year-olds and things like that, because they're just easier to mold that in ways that men want to mold them. So no, 18-year-olds are super vulnerable, and so protect the 18-year-olds around your life, the 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds. Protect them all the women. Protect all the women in your life, all the time. Protect yourself and women. Women were especially taught boundaries make you boring. No, boundaries are exactly what men hate, because it keeps women safe, and men don't care about women's safety. Saying no makes you difficult. That's what men taught. That saying no makes you difficult. Oh well, then I'll be difficult. I don't care. I'll be difficult all day and all night and all year and all month and for the rest of my life till the day I freaking die. I will be difficult. I'm literally a disruptive force. I'm supposed to be difficult. That's like my whole existence. Okay, Grandpa? And men were also damaged by these systems too. And it wasn't just women that were damaged by the patriarchal systems, men too. We've been saying this for a while now, but let's talk about it today. Men were taught that conquest equals masculinity, false. Emotions are weakness, false. Intimacy equals ownership, false. Validation comes from body count, false. Discipline is uncool, false. Self-control is suppression, false. And that mindset harms everyone. Okay, these were the things that men learned or were taught, right? So masculinity has nothing to do with conquesting, ownership. Men should not have high body counts either. That is not a cool thing. Women think that's actually disgusting. Okay? Men and women are not just different, they're literal opposites. That's what it seems like. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about the men's side. I don't care. Y'all got to figure it out on your own. I'm not here to teach men. Normalize saying, I don't want sex. I don't need sex. I don't like sex. Sex is bad. Sex is stupid. Sex is ridiculous. Sex is performative. Whatever it is that you want to say. I mean, come on. Normalize celibacy. Normalize abstinence. Normalize boundaries. Normalize healing. Normalize discipline. Normalize intellectual growth. Normalize emotional peace. And normalize becoming a born-again virgin if you have to. Like, whatever, Actually, one of the title options was normalize that word. There's something weird about that word. I don't even like saying it. I just said it once. That's it. That's the only time I'm going to say it. I don't like that word. There's something just about it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Probably because it comes attached with all of the disgustingness of men. But here's the thing. So the original title of this, well, right now the title is Normalize No Sex, right? Okay. But if you really think about it, it's okay to stay, I have to say it though, It's okay to stay a virgin. It's okay to be a virgin. It's okay to die a virgin after 50 years. Like in 60 years or 100 years, if you're still a virgin, that's okay. That's okay. It is fine. We're not here to be all like, okay, who gets to have sex first? That's ridiculous. That's all BS. It's no. Okay, so anyway, if for example, you know, if you want to be a born again virgin, what they call, go ahead. There's no reason. Just because you did it doesn't mean you can't. You can't. Doesn't mean you have to continue doing it. You can stop doing it at any time. It's okay to start over. Normalize starting over. It's okay to choose yourself. Normalize choosing yourself. Today is a new day. A person can decide, I no longer want to participate in chaotic hookup culture. And that is completely okay. People do not collapse without sex. Society acts like lack of X is some kind of emergency. It's not. People do not suddenly DIE because they stop sleeping around or sleeping with people or because they don't get married. It's not gonna happen. Like, okay, the other day I saw one post that said, which is obviously a man-made post, because it said he doesn't work, I don't know, 12 hours a day to come home to a sexless marriage. That's literally what it said. It said men don't come home. Something about men don't come home after a 12-hour shift to a sexless marriage. And how simple is the answer to that? Then don't get married. Don't get married. Don't have sex. And you'll be okay. How about that? See, they just want to have wives so they can have on-demand sex or whatever, or sex with the, what's that called? Sex on credit, or like, gosh, that's terrible. Um, like we've said for so long, marriage is just another way of legal slavery for women. That men have a maid, that men have a sex partner or whatever. That men have also, not only is she the cook and the cleaner and the maid and the driver and the whatever, the errand runner, she's also his mom, taking care of him and his every disgusting need and weird need and creepy need and all that weird stuff. Like, what is happening? Now, we need to talk about this because things need to change, because what's been going on is not good, and if it keeps going, it's going to get worse, and it's already bad. So everybody has to pitch in and do something about it. Everybody. Start speaking, start talking. Freaking, what did I say the other day? You know, pick up the microphone, freaking write that book, you know, start that meeting, all of those things. Because if you don't do anything, everything's going to stay the same and everything's crap as it is. Okay, so here are the actual positives of not having sex. This is what happens when people actually don't have sex or stop having sex. Clear thinking, improved focus, stronger boundaries, less drama, less emotional chaos, more energy, better financial decisions, increased creativity, deeper self-awareness, stronger discipline, enhanced intellect, more time for goals, better emotional regulation. Your mind is no longer consumed by constant validation seeking, chasing, impressing, performing, pleasing, or proving. That energy often goes somewhere else. It goes into business, it goes into education, invention, art, fitness, leadership, community, healing, purpose. All of these things are achieved when you decide to not have sex or stop having sex. Because, and if you don't believe me, ask an athlete. Ask that boxer. Ask that freaking basketball player. You know, the rugby. Ask them. The truly disciplined ones will not have sex or even ejaculate the night or maybe the few days or week or whatever before a big game or a big match or whatever, because they know the moment they do, they will lose focus on the game. So, do you want to have clearer thinking, improved focus, stronger boundaries, less drama, less emotional chaos, more energy, better financial decisions, increased creativity, deeper self-awareness, stronger discipline, enhanced intellect, more time for goals, better self and emotional regulation? Do you want to learn and do more in business, education, invention, art, fitness, leadership, community, healing, have a purpose? Well, then stop thinking about sex all the time, because it ain't good for you. The performance, the act of it, the chase of it, none of it. It's not even worth it. It's like paying to go to a concert, and after it's over you regret the whole thing because it was so shitty and crappy and gross. Whether you regret it or not, that's your choice, but it's gross. Especially when men don't deserve women's sex. Not at this rate. And no, humanity is not going to go extinct. That's a fear tactic that they use. Well, what about extinction? Well, so, and get rid of all this garbage people anyway. But hey, there are over 8.2, what is it? 8.2 plus billion people on Earth. 8.2, 8.4, 8.1, 8.3, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into the freaking crap about it. 8 plus billion people on Earth. Let's go there. Don't care about your little stupid side ridiculousness. Go be ridiculous on your own time over there. Not every human being is going to choose celibacy. Not every human being is going to be abstinent, all these things. So, of course, there's going to be more people. There's still going to be people. There's still going to be people. And if extinction happens, that's not the worst thing either. So, the point is, the world is not ending because some people choose peace, boundaries, discipline, abstinence, celibacy. People should have freedom over their own bodies and choices. So if you do decide to go the born again virgin, as they call it, which just means that you stop having sex even after you've had sex, or people are welcome and free to reinvent themselves in every area of life. A new career, new mindset, new health habits, new fitness transformation, if that's what they want, emotional healing. You can reset, you can reclaim your body, your energy, your mind. No, you cannot, you can no longer have casual access to the body. You can say those things. These are not weaknesses. These are strengths. It takes strength, boldness, courage to stick to your boundaries. That is also healing, and it's self-respect, and other people will respect you as well for sticking to your boundaries and not let other people manipulate you, or not let other people, because what I say is just blah, 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 right. Whether you pick it up or drop it, that's your choice. Like, you either, I'm guessing the majority disagree with everything I say. That's fine. I don't care if you disagree with me. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to talk. I'm here to say shit people don't want to say out loud because they're too scared. Okay, so let's see. I'm almost at the final message. Society mocked self-control while profiting from chaos. Look around. Entire industries profit from insecurity, lust, loneliness, addiction, exploitation, comparison, hypersexualization, emotional instability. People are constantly sold the message, you need this to be happy. No, you don't need sex to be happy. Absolutely not. That's BS. That's marketing. But many people are beginning to realize maybe peace is more valuable than temporary validation. Yes, peace is more valuable than temporary validation. Try it and you'll see. That one was in quotes. Well, maybe peace is more valuable than temporary validation because those are the seeds that are, read about, for example. And then I'm here to tell you, yes, peace is more valuable than temporary validation. But if you don't believe me, go try it for yourself. Final message: normalize no sex for both men and women. Normalize choosing yourself. Normalize discipline, normalize healing, normalize boundaries, normalize intellect over impulse, normalize saying my life has meaning beyond body performance. And remember, your worth was never supposed to be measured by access to your body. Today is a new day. You're allowed to reset your life. As usual, please check out Savarista Coffee. It's women led. I'm sorry, that one is women founded. And also Tussle, women's fighting fitness gear. Thank you so much. Have a great day.